Yo, 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 welcome back to the live stream. I'm going early today. Let's get right into it, shall we? All right, what do we got going on? All right, so last night, we had the Asian session, and then we also had that followed by the UK session. What they do, they mark price up. Now, keep in mind, we did have that bank holiday in Japan, so we were down the pool of liquidity. But it didn't seem to matter. I mean, we were trading a little sideways all day yesterday, as you could see, and then we shot up overnight, like literally around 12, 12 at night. So you wake up with a nice little pump, and then what happens? Well, now we're coming back down. We literally got right back up to the previous highs. Now, where we're going to go from here, well, we got the 50 EMA that we just moved really far away from. Well, I wouldn't say really far away from, but we got to come back down and retest it, touch it right there. We do have this little imbalance down here with this move that happened yesterday, um, which we could recover that, but I mean, I don't think we're gonna recover it soon. I think there's a bigger play that's gonna happen, um, especially because we do have to get up to this violet purple zone right here, this vector candle. This is something that needs to be taken out, but we can't really do it right now because we are just testing the 200 EMA on the hourly, and we're not even touching the 800. So, like I said, the 800 is probably going to do some sort of movement like this as we keep going on through time and slowly get around here. So, I mean, if it did follow that exactly, I would be really shocked and surprised. And that would literally put us into, well, I guess like the beginning of March, March 1st, March 2nd. So about a week away, we could be retesting this zone of the 2800s to 2850, something around there. If that were to continue playing out with the 800, if we kept moving kind of like sideways and downish and upish, but I don't know. I doubt that it's gonna look as smooth as that because look at the 50. It jaggeds up, it goes down. I mean the 800. I don't know. It's not that smooth, but we're gonna work there. We're gonna see what happens, especially on the hourly time frame. You know, we don't have much. I mean, we could keep coming down to these points, but we have all this up here on the hourly. That's a lot of liquidity up there. And there's not too much down here. Other than this blue, that's a scary one down at the 1500 mark. That's where I think the lowest of low can go, but I don't think we will revisit that because if you look at a linear regression chart, I don't have it up here, but I could just draw it out for you really quick. Yeah, let's actually go to daily and zoom out here. So basically, a linear regression is it's basically you're always gonna hit a higher low. When we had this crash back here in summer, look where we're at. We're in these prices of 1700. What was the low? Yeah, about 1700 on Ethereum was the low right here. And then what a linear regression basically is as time goes on, it's going to keep curving upwards like so. And so basically, when you have that curve upwards, it doesn't, it's not like it comes down and up and down. It's going to keep going up. So you're basically going to hit higher highs and higher lows. So clearly you could see when we hit this crash down right here of about like 2160, seems like that was the lowest of low. We're falling in line. I would honestly like for it to come and hit this blue. It's kind of hard to see. I'll zoom in here. You could see this blue vector zone right here. It hasn't been recovered. This is where I would like price to go, is hit this like $2,000 mark and then move up. And it could even come halfway through here. Even like 18, like mid 1800s, I'd be okay with, as long as we're not breaking below this 1700 mark. I remain bullish. The minute we break below 1700, run for the hills. Like literally run for the hills, because clearly, on the daily high time frame, we're still above the 800. When we start breaking below this, that's where it's gonna get scary. But I mean, this could have very well have been the bottom right here, 2660. Like I said, linear regression, we're hitting a higher low. It didn't come as low. It didn't recover this blue here because this is a significant imbalance in the chart. But sometimes we don't have to come back to it. But it's such an awkward pool of liquidity that's like all right here. It's a decent amount, which you know, I would have rather had us come down to it like right around here in January when we crashed, because then we could have eaten this pool of liquidity and not go below the 800, because now look at the 800 moving up. If we start coming into the blue, we're most likely going to be going below the 800 at that point. So that's going to be not a good trade setup for us right there. But we do also have all of this short liquidity up here on the daily time frame. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's a good chunk that we need to come back to and hit. Now, all this down here, I don't know if we're ever going to hit it again because of the linear regression. Or we could have some weird freak, economic crash, or something like, the '08 crash where it just completely zoom, goes all the way down to these points. Because you got to keep in mind, when people are saying, oh, we're bearish right now, we're in a bear market, I wouldn't say this is ultimately a bear market, because it's just kind of like a correction. It's just a huger correction to get the balance on the charts. Like I said, it's like a teeter-totter with liquidity. Where is it outweighing? Okay, you got some up here with the shorts. You got a little down here with the longs. On a shorter to longer time frame, we should come back up and take out these shorts. But then, when you look down here, you got all this. So it's kind of even. So that's why I keep saying this area right here in the 2000 to 1850 range. If we could take this out, I mean, it sucks that we're gonna have to go lower, because that's literally like $1,000 drop on Ethereum right now. But if we could get down here and take this out, or at least half of this green right here, like I said, at 1850, that's gonna be looking really good, because then we're gonna have all of the short liquidity up here that we could just come and attack, and we don't have to necessarily get down to these lower price points, because if we start coming down here to these low lows of like this $800 range right here, and then continue down even more into the to the, 300-400s. Now that right there would be the ultimate bear market. Like that would I would justify that being a bear market. Right now, this is just a correction. This is just balance. Keep money flowing, keep money moving in and out. I mean, look, January of last year, like literally a full year ago, we have this liquidity right here that we have never gotten back to. We could do the same thing with this right here in the summer crash in July. This liquidity right here on the green. we could never come back to it. Well, I wouldn't say never come back to it, but we could do a long span of like a year time frame before we come back down to it. Let's see here, from January to July, we never got to that low. It was a higher low. So could we do the same coming up here? Could this be the bottom? I personally think this could very well be the bottom, because if you look on the daily, what do we got going on? I mean, like, I hate the W's and everything, but look at the summer. W right there. That's a sloppy W because this paint tool is broken. Right here, we got a big W that we got potentially forming on the daily. So where would that put us? If we're looking at a big W on the daily, if that's what it's going to happen and form, where are we going to go? Like, what is our time frame? Well, I mean, if you look at the summer one, we just literally W'd out super quick. We just ran for the hills, had a little bit of a cool off period, and ran up even more. And there's our double top. Everyone saying that this isn't a double top because it's not a parabolic run. It's literally a double top. This is a parabolic run. You can't. We're at higher prices. You can't. It's just, you're not going from like $100 ETH to like a $2,000 ETH. This is we're already at the mid uh, 2000s right now. So it's like, how much more can we go parabolic? This is a double top. It happened. History repeated itself. Did it do it in a normal time frame? No, but it did rhyme with other ones. Uh, and I don't like to go off of history and what happened in the past, because it's like, whatever happened, it happened. That's it. We're moving forward. Crypto's getting more adoption. I'm not a moon boy saying, oh, all these institutions are adopting it, so it's 100K Bitcoin. It's like, I'm sure it'll eventually get there, but this year it could. You never know, but I'm gonna just say, conservative price this year for Bitcoin, I'm looking at like maybe 80,000. Maybe we could go a little past that, but that's it. I'm looking at a $6,000 to $8,000 ETH at the end of this year. We haven't hit this bear market. Typically, okay, we got a double top. Are we going for a triple top? Is that something that's going to happen? I don't know. But if this W does play out, it could very well be a triple top. And if it does play out, that's gonna, I mean, if it just goes parabolic like this, they'll put us right in the middle of summer. Now, it's weird because last summer we were at lows. So this summer, are we gonna be at highs? Who knows? Maybe that's what the whole plan and agenda is. Maybe that's what the market maker is looking to do. Because look at, Ethereum. If they're continuing on their path to push ETH 2.0 out in July, where does this put us? Where are we at? Literally end of June. If I keep extending it, we're gonna push into July if this W does play out. And then what happens? We have a parabolic run. We get great news because Ethereum 2.0 comes out. But then, it could be the buy the rumor, sell the news. ETH 2.0 comes out in July, and then, we kind of have like a fake out like this. But then what? Well, that's inducing traders to go short, and then the market maker says, hey, we got all this liquidity. Let's just go up even more. Hit not a double top, hit a triple top. Right here, this is around 5,200. Okay. If we could get up there, what's to say that we don't get up to 6,000? And then what happens? are we going to continue like this? Because this just looks moon boy to me. This just looks ridiculous. But it does look something like this. Was already played out last year. You get your top, you get your cool off, your lows, and then you have your little run up, cool off, blow off, and then you come back down. Same thing. W out, run up, get your little cool off, and then blow off, and then you come back down. And that should put us at the end of the year. We could literally have the same thing, Santa rally, end of the year, everything. So if you come back to obviously November, that's when everyone, all the market makers are resetting their books, they're taking profits, and then December we have the Santa rally, and then it just drops. And that is literally the spot where you just want to take your profits, right at that Santa rally. Because you can't time the top. It's almost impossible. But what you can do is figure out where the all-time high was previously. 4,380. We get up to 4,380 right here at the end of October. End of October, around here. Okay? You hit the previous all-time high. What do? Me personally, I'm looking to sell 25% of my my Ethereum, of my shares. All right. Then we go into price discovery. All right. What do we do here? If it keeps going up, see where the liquidity is at. See how high we are. See how, I hate the fear and greed index, but how greedy is everyone? Because that should be telling you, price is not going to keep going higher. I mean, yeah, it'll go a little higher. You're probably going to miss out, but you can't time the top, but you can most certainly time profits. So when you get into price discovery, kind of evaluate, see what's going on in the market, see how much it goes up. Goes up another 100, 200 bucks, you take out another 25%. Then you see a drop, okay? That's when you're going to want to start getting out more. You take another 25%, you're going to see a final rally, you take your final 25%, and you wait. You wait and wait and wait and wait, and then you buy back in. Now, right now, I'm marking down this area right here where this W is playing out, okay? This right here could be the next buy zone for when everything crashes. So if we do get another run up and we get a triple top and you sell everything, you can't time it perfectly, but if you sell everything and you make your profits, and people say buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. Okay, you're buying the dip, as price is coming down right over here. And you keep buying, but I mean, yeah, it's nice that you're getting in on lower prices, but you could get in all the way down here. Now, it's hard to time the bottom, but that's when you got to make note. Where are we at? Where is the struggle area? It's right here, right now. This is going to be your buy zone. What happened over here? Okay. This right here, this W. This would have been your indication, okay, of a buy zone for when this price crash, okay? So what I'm looking for would be in this W somewhere, okay? You got this leg down, which were this, mark the bottom. So this wouldn't be your buy zone because of linear regression, so it's going to be a higher low. So what do? To play it safe, I'm going to take the top of the W, the peak right here. All right, where that's about a high of 2350, okay? Now, I would remember that price, and that would be my buy zone for over here when we crash. Now, would I be buying it knowing that this is making a W right now? No, I would not be knowing that. I would have to wait literally down here at this crash. Let me get a line here to show you. So if I bought at the top of this W back here, or not bought, but if this is my buy zone, look where we're at. Comes right to it, and this just marks the bottom. This is where I would go all in to buy back. I mean, you could, do your quarters, 25%, 25%, 25% of rebuys. But for me personally, that is my targeted buy zone. That is exactly where I am going to buy all of my position back. I do not care if it goes lower because I just made a bunch of profit from selling up here. That is what you're going to have to do. Now, that's what I'm saying. Reminder of this zone that we're at. My next buy zone, if we get a triple top, right here, if this W plays out, this is going to be my buy zone. $3,169. Probably make it $3,100, okay? That's going to be my buy zone if we get a triple top. Because if we get a triple top, where are we going? We're going 5,000, 6,000. I mean, 5,000 was pretty much the previous top. So we're definitely going to get to at least, 53, 5,400 for a triple top. If we get to 6,000, we get to 6,000, let's say, you sell it, and then now your buy zone is right here, around 3,100. You just made 50% profit. 50% profit. That is a good amount of money. And that's something to plan for. Sorry to get off topic for the daily stream, but this is just a really good zone to take note of and really understand. This is how you're going to make money. If you are pretty much a swing trader or a holder and seller, and kind of like trying to time things, is the best way to make a huge return in profit. Now, if you're looking to scalp or do smaller time frame trades, we'll go over that really quick because I've just been rambling about how to make money over the long run, which is a great strategy. And if you get double tops like this, you do it twice in a year and you make crazy insane gains. And you do it in a more strategic, calculated way rather than gambling on altcoins that are like literally IPOs and ICOs that open up and then like your Dogecoins and Shibas. I mean, it's incredible with the amount of money, but that's a total gamble. Anyways, going to smaller time frames. Let's just knock it out of the ballpark real quick. Hourly chart, where are we at? All this liquidity up here, where are we going to do? Probably come right up here to 28.50. That's where the market maker is going to make everyone believe, okay, we're going long. We're going long, going long. You can see all these indicators up here, RSI, stoch, all that shit. We're in the green, okay? That's what, retail traders look for. They're like, okay, green, green, green. Time to go up. Everything's going up. But you can see we're bouncing off the 200. Now, what are we going to do? Might bounce between the 50 and 200. Have some sort of squeeze. Are we going to squeeze down, knock out this pool of liquidity at the 25.50s? Or are we just going to squeeze and pop up, like I said, and touch this 800 in this zone right up here in the 28.50s? I think that is a good possibility. Induce all the traders thinking that we're going to go up, commit a lot of long positions, and then spike the price back down, recover all these long positions, and then move back up again. That's what I think can happen. Or we could continue all the way down and recover all of this around the $2,000 range. Now, pulling up the high block, where are we at? Neutral. We are neutral for liquidity points as far as price action. Although we did just take out a lot of longs. Now, we do have all these shorts, tons that built down here in this range. And we're getting some that are continuously building here, but it's not strong, at least for the 25Xs, because that's where you look for. Now we still have a lot of strong ones up here. So like I said, where is this lining up? Around my 2850 region. Come up to 2850, spike price back down, eat all of these shorts, and then maybe continue back up and eat some of the longs. But so far we're in a downtrend, and we could continue a little lower and get to those $2,000 price marks. So in the near short term, I do believe that we're gonna hit 2850. That's probably the high that I'm looking for, and then you should probably look to take some profits around there, 2850, because we aren't having huge amount of shorts, because we already made this move to the upside. The market maker wants more commitment. There's not that much commitment. The commitment is down here, which it moved up. But where is it around here? There's nothing. So if we could see more commitment to keep pushing up, then he'll spike it back down. And in order to see more commitment, we got to get a little higher. And 2850 is my zone where you should be looking to take profits. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you exactly what to do, but that is what I'm eyeing. That is where I think the market maker is going to go. And that's how you could protect your capital. Don't be too greedy. Make a profit. Take what's yours. That's all I got for you today. Peace.